What's up, Star Wars nerds? And on this edition of Hyperdrives, I will be reviewing the brand new Captain Enoch and Thrawn'S Nighttroopers 4-pack. Let's start by taking a look at the packaging. I love the way they do these packages. You know, they're predominantly black and white with splashes of color to show you what you get. And it's most appropriate with this one because they are black and white troopers with splashes of other colors with these red bands, grays, and a little bit of gold. And it looks pretty awesome, but let's get this bad boy open. Alright, so here is everything straight out of the packaging. Of course, you have Enoch on the left, followed by the Nighttroopers to the right. Let's take a look at the accessories. Enoch does come with his own special blaster. It's a dark gray with some really nice gold trim. And then the Nighttroopers come with the standard E11 blaster that you get with stormtroopers, although it's not the straight black, it's more of a dark gray. Let's take a look at Enoch, and he does look pretty fantastic. The gold is very impressive. I like this metallic gold. It's just really cool to see that Japanese kintsugi style of art with the cracks filled in with the gold. I like the midriff there. It is a solid gold, and then you've got a little bit on the pauldrons, and you even have a dab of darker gold there on the backpack. Taking a look at his waist and comma, he does have his own special belt going around the comma, and the comma itself is a rubbery soft plastic, which you definitely need for a little bit of flexibility. But I like how they actually finished the painting of his upper thigh area under that comma, so they didn't get lazy there, and they didn't get lazy on the back of the legs either. You see you got a little bit of kintsugi gold cracks on the back of his legs, which is great to see because sometimes Hasbro has been lazy in the past on painting stuff that's either on the back of the figure or hidden under another accessory. The blaster fits nice and snug in the holster, and overall I'm very happy with the look of the Enoch figure. Let's run through the articulation. The head is on a barbell, so you got plenty range of motion, forwards and backwards as well. When lifted straight up, the arms can just reach the shoulder line, which is the same as the standard Stormtrooper. The elbows are the standard ball hinge, which is the same on the regular Stormtrooper. And you can achieve a 90-degree bend with the arm, but you have to turn the forearm the right way to achieve that, to get that armor out of the way. The wrist has the horizontal hinge on it, which is great for handling weapons in different ways. The crunch is on a ball socket, so plenty of range of motion there. Here's a look at the angles for the crunch forward and back. Just like the standard Stormtrooper figures, the hips are on a ball hinge, not on a barbell. And the comma limits it a little bit, but it's not too bad. There is a swivel thigh at the top, and then the knee has a ball hinge as well. You can achieve 90 degrees there. And then a standard hinge at the ankles, and they are rocker ankles. So I really just wanted to show you that Enoch basically has all the same articulation as a standard Stormtrooper figure, with just a little bit of hindrance from the comma. Alright, so let's take a look at the rest of the Nighttroopers, starting with this guy with a little bit of gray on the bottom in front of his helmet. He's got a little bit of the kintsugi gold on his right pauldron. His left pauldron has the red bands. He's got a little bit of the red bands going up the midriff, which I like. It goes past the chest plate. There's a little bit of the gold on the back side and on his left thigh. And then the red bands go all the way up and down his right leg. I really like the splash of gold that goes around his left eye, but the back of the torso is not painted at all, so that's a bit disappointing. Next, let's take a look at the trooper with the mostly gray helmet. I really like that kintsugi gold on the gray. That looks really cool. You can see the gray is about 3/4 of the helmet, and he does have some gold on the back of the torso there with red bands on the chest. You can see it's got the gold on the midriff. Again, it doesn't stop right before the chest plate. It continues under, which is nice. We've got a nice splash of gold on the left thigh there with a little bit of the red bandaging. We've got just a little bit of the gold on the right thigh, and the bandages cover most of the lower right leg. And here's the final Nighttrooper, who has just a few spots of gray on his helmet and a nice splash of gold across the right eye. I guess you could say this is the cleanest of the three Nighttroopers. He's got the bandages across his chest, more on his right pauldron there. Not much gold on the arms, just a little bit on the left pauldron. You do have some there on the front chest and a little bit on the back plate, which is nice. Here's a look at the red bands going around the midriff. They do not go all the way around. They're covered up by that little back plate thingy. And you got a little bit of the gold on the cod piece, as well as some gold on both thigh plates, but nothing on the back other than the red bands going around the left lower leg, and just a touch of the gold on the front of the lower right leg. Next, I just wanted to show that Hasbro did a very good job of mixing up most of the body parts for these figures so they are not identical. You can see the paint apps are all different with just a few repeats of the bandages. Here's a look at the right side. You can see the variation of the arms and the legs. Here's a look at the back. Again, all different variations with just a few exceptions here and there with the bandages. Here is a look at the left profile. Again, quite a few differences between the three. And even when they applied gold paint apps to the same body part, you can see they varied the pattern. So So even though each Night Trooper is not 100% unique, I think Hasbro mixed up the body parts and the paint apps enough to achieve the desired effect. Alright, so let's get these figures in some basic poses on the spinny spinny. So overall, I think this is a great looking set. Enoch in particular looks fantastic. But of course, the main issue with this set is that it came with Enoch, a unique character that you only need one of. He really should have been a carded character, and they should have added another trooper in this, possibly a Death Trooper version. That would have been excellent. Fans are going to want to army build these guys, and they're going to end up with a bunch of extra Enochs they don't know what to do with. I myself ordered a second set because I wanted at least 6 of the Night Troopers, and my extra Enoch will likely get put away, never to be seen again. Thanks for watching.